Welcome to episode 1 of Dear Dads. Dear Dads is a love letter that I have decided to create from a digital perspective about the life of my life of being a father, the journey and the life of my daughter, my beautiful, beautiful, stunning, amazing, probably cutest baby in the world, daughter Madeline, and my wonderful, incredible wife Emily. Two loves of my life in addition to my dog Mabel. All girls. It's a girl house. I'm certainly outnumbered. But I have absolutely no idea what this podcast is going to be. I don't even know if it's going to be a podcast. I just know that I have this internal feeling that I just need to create something. I need to do something about this. So what is Dear Dads? As I said, it's a love letter. When we found out that my wife was pregnant, and even now, Madeline is 4 months old, which is absolutely crazy because time flies. And if it's like one of those things where like you hear all the time flies, but then when you actually experience it and you notice and you see that a baby, your child, is growing from 0 to 4 months, it's insane. But anyways, my wife sends me videos basically saying you're an amazing father, or inspirational things related to that. And obviously I send her things as well about, hey, you're an amazing mom, and shout out to all the moms out there, because watching my wife be a provider, and literally all of her body and all of her soul and all of her mind is going towards not only raising but providing for her, is just one of the most inspirational things that I will ever experience in my life. And it's just beautiful in every way. And everything is written, at least from my perspective, and I know there is content out there from other men, but it's always written in the perspective of a female to a male, or a female to a female. And again, there's nothing wrong about that per se, but I wanted to create a platform for men to be able to communicate with one another. I'm sure there are many things out there, but I didn't really see it, and I still don't really see it, and I have a feeling as to why, because I'm sure it's a little there's a lot of insecurities when it comes to these things, and I can definitely relate to a lot of that. But what I really want to talk about is the pressure that men have to go through, or whatever your family looks like in this particular situation. It's a dad podcast, a dad platform, so we're going to speak specifically about fathers. But the amount of pressure that we have to be a provider, to make sure that the children eat. And of course, maybe this is like a very old school way of thinking, that the male needs to be a provider. Of course, we can go down that rabbit hole where a woman could be a provider too. They absolutely can. But in my situation, and I think a lot of other people's situations, I want to be the provider. I would love for my wife to be able to never work a day in her life ever again. She wants that as well. So it's agreed upon. We're cool with it. Don't cancel me. We're good. So she doesn't want to work. I want to be able to make sure that she doesn't work. And the amount of pressure and the thoughts that I have, and the things that need to get done around the house, the things that need to get done for the family, the things that need to get done for her, I don't really see that being explored. And I want to explore that. I want to share the story. So a little bit about me. My name is Jonathan. Became a father in September of 2024 to, again, a beautiful daughter named Madeline. And Madeline, if you're watching this, I love you so much with every fiber and soul of my being. But we thought you were going to be a boy. And so the journey about that. In the very beginning, my wife and I kind of struggled a little bit in conceiving. I'm a little bit older than her, I don't want to be a relatively older father. I want to be able to run with my daughter. I want to be able to run with my kids. I want to be able to work out with them. I don't want to be an old, decrepit man and not being able to do much. And that was really important to me. So we got married in 2023, had a baby in 2024, and just everything is just flying by so fast. It's amazing. It's incredible. But Madeline, again, I hope you're watching. I want to share the reason why this was created outside of the reasons that I previously stated. Your mother, my wife, is really good at reading stories, and is really good at documenting your life from a written perspective that's very fixated for just you, just her, right? But my entire life has been about telling the story of other people through Penji, through a YouTube series, a podcast that I once had. But it's never been about my life. Ironically enough, it's never been about my life. It's always been about other people's lives. And I really want to be able to find a way to creatively share my story for once. I think it's time. I think it's long overdue. I think with the way that marketing is going and trending, it's a lot about that, about storytelling from a first-person perspective. And I just want to be able to document your life and our lives and my life through a relatively private sector. Obviously, it's the internet, so it's not too private. But I think it can be relatively private with it not being private. In full disclosure, I don't want to show her all that much because I don't want to put pressure on them. I know there are amazing people like the Bucket List family, who I absolutely love and adore. I know they have a really healthy balance related to that, but I see some personal struggles with the way that they do things. It just doesn't work for me. I don't really know if it can work. I never tried it, but I know right now how I feel it doesn't necessarily work best for my relationship. And I don't want to be able to put that pressure on her to be able to, perform or act. I just always want it to be camera facing interview with friends, other fathers, and just real stuff. And that's what we're gonna do on this episode. I want to read a little bit more about why Dear Dads was created, and I just wrote this down the other day. So, feeling the weight of fatherhood and the pressure to provide a better life for your family, Dear Dads is your trusted platform to navigate the rewarding, challenging journey of being a husband and father. We're here to foster growth, build connections, and celebrate the hard work and dedication that goes into raising families and loving homes. I mean, that's it, right? Like, we as men need to stick together. It's a brotherhood now. Like, I'm a part of the clan of fatherhood. I'm waiting for my badge of honor in the mail. But I want to be able to celebrate fatherhood. I want to be able to share what I've learned and maybe help other people. Hopefully you can subscribe if you are a mother and you have a husband and you think that they could benefit from this. Please tag them, share it, whatever it may be. Maybe they'll be on the podcast one day. I have absolutely no expectations towards this thing. Again, this is just my way of creatively outputting and using my brain in a creative way, because I found that the best version of myself, the best father that I could be, the best business partner that I could be, the best human that I could be, is when I'm providing value to others and when I'm creating things. And I think if I do that with this, life will be pretty awesome. Even if there's zero. Well, there's got to be at least one view. I feel like my wife would at least be at least one view. So I'll probably have at least one view. Not bad. But yeah, this is a love letter to them. This is a love letter to my family. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being interested. And Madeline, again, if you're watching, I love you so much. Emily, I love you as well. And on to episode 2.